Thank you all for coming out this evening to celebrate and honor some wonderful people tonight. My name's Phil Ringwood, and I'm the Executive Director of Dallas South Youth and Community Services. I'd like to extend a big thank you to GCC for co-sponsoring this event, an extra big thank you to the foundation staff and the catering staff here at GCC, who have just done an amazing job with the food and beverage and all the setup here tonight. So thank you very much, GCC. GCC is a very important partner with Dallas South in providing the opportunities needed for young people to achieve their goals, and we're very fortunate to have them here in our community. Before we start handing out some well-deserved certificates and awards, I wanted to take a few minutes to let all of you know about what Dallas South has been up to in the last year or so and kind of where we're going. I'll start with a project some of you may have been following since about 2008. In 2008, Dial Self had a vision to renovate a building in downtown Orange and create some affordable housing for homeless young adults. And we've had some challenges along the way with that project, some small challenges, some gigantic challenges. But I'm very happy to report that thanks to some amazing collaborative work with the Franklin County Regional Housing and Redevelopment Authority and Rural Development, Inc., that construction started on that building this month. By next fall, there should be 10 units of affordable housing that will come online, and we're looking to have on the first floor a collaborative kind of multi-agency youth resource center that we'll have for young folks to have kind of a one-stop shopping in the downtown area in Orange for getting supports that they need. The project involves a lot of moving parts, a lot of funders, partners, at the local, state, and regional level. However, I'd like to take an opportunity to thank a few people who are actually here today who are absolute superheroes when it came to this project. And so I'd just like to have you join me in thanking them, and I'm going to ask them to stand up. And that's Robin Sherman and Joni Bernstein from the Housing Authority. So thank you so much. Right there. We wouldn't have been able to complete that project without them. And Nate Best as well, who wasn't able to join us today, has done an amazing amount of work on that project, so I don't want to leave him out. Our AmeriCorps program has had a bit of an overhaul in the last year as well. Access to education is hugely important to young people today if they're going to succeed in the world, and that's kind of the new focus for the Dallas South Rise AmeriCorps program. Starting last year, we expanded on a partnership we've had with Northfield Mount Herman and their Upward Bound program. And so last year we were able to have 12 of AmeriCorps members be part of their Upward Bound program in the summer months. And that was in addition to 15 plus AmeriCorps members that are serving in other nonprofit agencies and schools, helping youth in 4 different counties. And so we've gone from kind of an AmeriCorps of about 14 to 16 to an AmeriCorps of about 27, 28 folks every year, which is just a huge jump for us, and we're really looking forward to seeing some of the results from that collaboration. So. We also last year, talking with everybody for the last hour has made it so I can't speak anymore. Last year, we expanded our connections with the Brick House Community Resource Center in Turners Falls, and thanks to some funds from the Mass Department of Public Health, we have been able to support our street outreach program in the greater Turners Falls area, and we're also able to do offer some collaborative trainings to the Brick House staff, which we weren't able to do in the past. So I'm excited to see how that goes in the next couple of years as well. And in housing, We also started a new Housing First program for homeless and chronically homeless LGBTQ young adults. This program was created in partnership with the Massachusetts Housing and Shelter Alliance, and Dial Self is actually one of 3 pilot programs in the state that's providing these support services. And what they're doing, we do is we provide access to housing and support around maintaining that housing for young adults who have often been, sleeping outside, outdoors, bouncing in and out of shelter systems and other mental health care centers, other unsafe situations, and we are able to match these youth up, get them their own apartments leased up in their own name. It's just, I've had a chance to talk to some of the youth in the program, and just their stories are just amazing. The impact that just, of having a space to call your own and having your name on the lease is just absolutely amazing. We were able to start a second year of that program, and a big piece of our ability to start that program or have the second year was our local legislators advocating for us at the state level for funding, and Stan Rosenberg was a big piece of that. So very appreciative to him and our legislative delegation. Going forward, we have had a summer board. During the summer, the board of directors worked with staff and program participants to create a new 3-year strategic plan for the agency. And as part of that process, we actually kind of looked at the agency's mission statement and decided that the mission statement at the time, the language was a little long-winded and not as accessible as we would have liked. So we did a little revisioning, and we have an updated mission statement that we hope is a little more accessible. And that mission statement is that Dial Self helps young people become independent by connecting them with housing, employment, education, and civic opportunities. And we think that's short, sweet, and hopefully to the point, and will be a nice guiding mission for us for going forward. The new strategic plan has several goal areas, and I'm now going to take the next 45 minutes to go through them point by point with all the action steps we're going to do. No. Okay, so a couple key focus areas that I'll just touch on is that we'd like to focus some extra time and attention on youth employment and career opportunities, transportation. As an agency, we'd like to increase the number of collaborative projects we're involved in, increase the access to our programs and services for the young people, and certainly strengthen area connections with schools, and we're also looking into researching some best practices for expanding youth involvement at the board level. So lots of different things in the strategic plan, and I'm sure we'll get a polished version up on our website at some point in the near future if you feel like some light reading. Having a dedicated, engaged, and active board of directors is crucial to any agency, any organization, and I've had the opportunity to be incredibly grateful to work with 11 amazing board members in the last year. 6 of our board members actually started in January of 2014, and they've done an amazing job of just kind of hitting the ground running and being fully engaged. Very grateful for that. One thing, though, that I want to take a little time to acknowledge today is we have a few board members who have been with us for a while and really stuck through some tough times and kind of weathered the storm and helped push forward. And so there's 2 people on the board that are here today that have put some serious time in. I just wanted to take a moment and acknowledge them and have them come up here. And I have a little certificate of appreciation for a few of them. So first is Alciano, who's been on our board for over 5 years. Come on up, Al.
Still make it, barely.
So this is presented in appreciation of over 5 years of service as a board member to Dial Self, Youth and Community Services. Al is currently our board treasurer, has served as our board treasurer for a number of years, and is just always present. So thank you so much for everything you do, Al.
Thanks a lot for this.
So the next person I want to call up, I can't say enough good things about, because not only does she hold the record for the most time on our board of directors, she also is an amazing volunteer, is in my office like twice a week, easy, helping out with whatever needs to be done. And so for her more than 20 years of service on our board of directors, I would like to present this certificate of appreciation to Board President Star Pincos.
Thank you. The best part of this was that we just got a GCC work-study intern who started on Monday, and my first question to her was, "Can you do certificates?" And her eyes just lit up, and so did mine. So I want to give credit to Leah, who just joined us this week, and she's already done some amazing work, and I really look forward to working with her through the rest of the school year. I also have some certificates of appreciation for the staff, and what we decided to do was we're presenting these in 5-year increments of longevity. So my one comment, I guess, about the staff is I really feel like I am a part of the staff. I don't feel like I'm treated as an outsider or even a volunteer, but I've been privy to some pretty private, confidential conversations sometimes. I feel like that they respect me as a professional, and I just want to say thank you to them for welcoming me, because I really do feel like I'm part of the DSYCS family and not somebody who just stops in twice a week to help fill out. So the first certificate I have is for 5+ years of service to Lisa Goldsmith. Also, for 5+ years of service, Leilani Stratton. Five+ years of service, Kelsey Wessels. You're welcome. We have one for 10 years of service for Joan Wilson, but she's actually working tonight, so she couldn't attend the recognition. But we did have a surprise picnic for her this summer to celebrate her 10 years of service with staff and clients and volunteers. So it was a really great day to celebrate Joan during the summer. So we'll make sure that she gets this. And the last, for 15 years of service, our beloved executive director. I also enjoy working with Phil. I was a teacher for 34 years, and my last couple years before I retired, I kept saying, this is where I want to be when I retire, because I'm really passionate about the organization, and enjoyed working with Phil even before I retired in the limited events that I could help out with. So now that I'm there full-time, I enjoy it even more. And he really depends on me to remind him to eat lunch on a daily basis. So in honor of his 15 years of service, Phil Ringwood, a really grateful certificate of appreciation.